Hello everyone, I'm Nuno the second and today we are here for round number 3 here in Le Mans for the French Grand Prix. As you can see, it's a very big track, although I was planning on doing this race on the closing version because of the ADLIs, but the track is so big that it just lags too much when recording, so we're going to be racing on the base version instead. Instead of 29 laps, it's going to be 45 laps, which was how the actual race went. But now looking at the standings, and his standing mate leading the way after winning his some race in Munich, with him always finishing in the top 2 so far. He leads now with 56 points, then in game 15 is with 45 points, so he's 11 points behind, and then Rito's in 3rd place with 42 points. In the meantime, looking at the teams, looks like it's RMC leading the way with 70 points, then Mayhem is just 2 points behind, and VO 10 points behind Mayhem. So those are the top 3, and so far no team has managed to score more than 40 points, so the big question is, will that happen today? But either way, let's then have a look at the teams before going to qualifying. As you can see now, Nuno will be once again racing for FGR alongside Goose, as Nuno was thinking about going for a main seat and do the rest of the season, but he then changed his mind and he got reminded why he retired in the first place. And so he's just gonna do this race today, as it's a very special track for him. It's the exact same place where he got his first ever win back in season 9, or season 5 I mean, so that was 1 year ago, also in the summer. And then it's Kuz will be racing alongside him for today. Yes, potentially could be the last race for Nuno in his career, so a win will be certainly special for him. As then for ATH we got Anti and Grandi, and then for LSA we got Sobel, and then Hernani is returning today after missing round number 2. And then Joe still missing for RMC. He should be coming back for the Greek Grand Prix, but today it's going to be Joshua who's going to replace him, a brand new driver here on the grid. As then Homskar will be finally making his first race of the season, as Kubo will be also making his debut, as Hetmanek seems to be missing today. In the meantime, Lex Racing will be racing Turista, that will be counting on Suicide, as Zane is missing. Then for VO, looks like Vaz02 is missing as well, and Kado will be racing alongside him. And then in the meantime, for SCP, looks like 16 is still yet to race, and this time they could not find any reserve to replace him, so the Mushers will be racing alone, it seems. As for Mayhem, they still got Danny Mater and Rosim. So without any further ado, let's go straight to qualifying. With this being a base track, we can expect things to be chaotic, so it might be an interesting race. Let's see how wheel drivers handle these cars. And here they go, starting qualifying here in Le Mans. It is quite a big track, at least for the base track. As we all know, base tracks are often very small. As we see here, they're certainly messing up some of the lines here. But let's see now. It's Nuno, I think, leading the way now. Gamer second, and it's Danny Mater in 3rd, and Nomskar up there in P4. Having a very solid comeback so far. But let's see now. Nuno is gonna lead them away. And he's on provisional pole now, lap of 27 at 13. And then it's Gamer here in 2nd. Then Danny Mater 3rd. Then I think it's Grandi up there in P4. Nomskar looked like to be much further ahead, but no, he's only P6. There's Nandi, he's in P5. Then you see Rito also P7. But with him now maybe being in P4 overall, let's see if he can improve. Also Nuno might be looking for a stronger lap. Ooh, he got very close, but not close enough, as Rito now up to P4 in qualifying, and Anti is up to P5. Then Nomskar falling out to P7. And now we are approaching the final lap. Who can improve and who can't? You know, Nuno just making those final chicanes. You see also they made the right here. Who's gonna take pole position? Well, then he made up to 2nd, Noms up to 3rd. But I think it's Nuno the 2nd who's gonna take pole position here in Le Mans. So there you go, Nuno will take pole position, and then his Danny Mater will start alongside, and Nomskar up to 3rd place on his return. And then Gamma 15 started from P4, the leader of the second place in the championship in P4 as the leader is in second. Then it's Rito just ahead of the NTHs of Anti and Granny, then Hanandi in the top 8. Then Yuris and Guzelby in row number 5 in the top 10 there. Solid results there. We see Rosim starting from P11, just ahead of Spamushes and Sobol, only P13 for today. Just ahead of Kubo on his debut, beating Yoshel, then Kado and Susil were starting at the back. You see here a difference of 1.6 seconds between first and last place qualifying. Now let's go to the race. And here we go, we are racing here in Le Mans. Casino starting with a good lead. Now Danny Mater might try and take it out of him. As you can see now, Danny Mater goes into the lead of the race. Now Gimme 15 is in third, and we see Nomskar in P4. Then we got Anti here now going to the chicanes. Can he try to go for a move? I think he can't right now. As you can see, oh my god, Nuno is gonna get passed by Gamer. And we see now Nomskar on the inside line, and he takes third place from the Portuguese driver. As you can see right now, Danny Mater leads the way. Gamer second, then it's Noms in third. Nunes is falling down places, but now going for a double overtake on the outside. Can he take it there into turn 2? And yes, he can, up to second place. As we see now, Gamer gonna take it back, looks like, as we see Nomskar also trying to not allow Rito to pass him, but he goes off the track into the chicanes. You can see now Grandy and Anti, the teammates battling each other now. You can see Anti on the outside. Can he take it on? Yes, he can. Nice move from the Finn. Overtaking his teammate and compatriots. And also the two times world champion Nomskar. And we see now Pamush is going to double overtake on the inside, on the inside, and then on the outside, but he goes off the track. And now you can see here Kubo going for maybe a move on Juris there. It looks like Nuno has climbed up to second place already. As Zanimate is the one leading the way with the soft tires. And then we see this group here. Now Gamer going for second place, there he goes on the main straight. As you see here now, Rito trying to benefit a lot from this. You can see he's gonna pass Nuno as well, I think. Nuno's down to P4, but now he's gonna come back here on the back straight. And there he goes, Nuno up to second place as Gamer Rito completely messed up the chicanes. And so Nuno really just gained some distance there. Now up to second alone, but I think Gamer is coming back on him. And we see also Grandy and Anti right there with Nomskar as well. Oh my god, Nomskar is messing up the final corner, going to the grass. See Grandy now do the same on turn 2. See Nomskar goes for the sideline, he takes P6. But Grandy is now gonna try and come back there. Ooh, there he goes, but he takes the penalty. Grandy takes the 2-second penalty there. This allows now Kubo's up to P8 here to come back on him. Then we see now Kavel with an amazing start up to P9. Then we see also Nani, then Hurist, then Yoshol and Sobol struggling a lot. Also Rosim and Pamushas on the final 2 places here. Very shocking results so far, it looks like. Prince Nuno here in second place on the chase against Danny Mater. One can safely say that with these airlines being a little bit awkward, especially with all tires, strategy is even more crucial. So it's going to be important to not extend these tires too far. As you can see, a lot of drivers doing some solid races, but I don't know what's happening with Sobel and Rosim and Pamushas. They are currently on the bottom 3 right now. Could it be the tires? Looks like, could it be that the hard tires are simply not the best? I really don't know what the hell is happening with those 3 drivers. They're really struggling hard. As you can see here, Kubo's up to P8. Oh, what an amazing debut! But as you can see here, Cam is gonna pass him. Kubo now goes straight into the pits. He's gonna be the first driver to pit, as Juris is gonna follow him as well. Now we see here Sobel up to P12 out of nowhere. I think just because of the drivers pitting, to be honest. As we see now, Nuno is certainly getting closer, but now Danny Mater goes into the pits. Meantime, see here Rito now catching up to Gamer for 3rd place, for the net 3rd place. Let's see, they messing up for the second turn there. But we will see soon what can the Polish driver do. I'm still having some FPS issues, but it's still much better than compared to the custom version. As you can see here, now Rito tries there on the outside. Can he take the move there as he goes side by side into these last chicanes here? But looks like Gamer gonna keep second place for now. You see they're still messing up the turn 2. But it's Nuno now leading the way as then he made the win to the pits. Going for soft tires again. And at least he's just only P4 after leaving the pits, so not a bad position. You can see right now Sobel is trying to catch up now to the drivers in the top 10. Trying to now take huge advantage of the hards. As you can see, he goes off the track. Now Kubo is gonna pass him. Kubo with a good move, but now Sobel is gonna try to come back there. There he goes. Sobel now using every bit of experience to keep Kubo behind. Kubo on much better tires. See more at the front. It's like now Denimator. Gonna try now passing Gamer. Ooh, good, much better momentum there. There he goes with the move. Denimator is gonna take second place. Looks like Rito's the one leading the way is Nuno. Now leaving here, passing to pits. He's gonna be undercutting both Rito and Gamer, who both choose to go on the soft tires now. As we see here, Anti got the undercut on them as well. Now racing on the hards, Nomskar as well. Oh my god, big crash here between Nomskar and Rito. And this is gonna cost him quite a lot of time. Oh my god, looks like they both went off the track. There is certainly a huge loss of time there. You can see where Rito was right next to Gamer, but now you can see the difference. How much distance they lost. And we see now Grady going to the pits now, choosing hard tires. Now we see Kubo and Hernandi. Rosin going to the pits right now. Going for mediums. See here, Sobon now trying to fight Yoshio and Suicide. He really needs to recover those places because he's certainly not in a good place. Certainly the Dutchman has been underperforming so far in this season. You see now Grady putting on the move on Kubo. He has much fresher tires, but that doesn't matter when you go constantly off the track. You see there, it's been one of the hardest or most challenging corners, turn 2. As you see here now, a race going off the track now, and this gives Carlo the opportunity to now climb up to the top 10. Carlo will starting more at the bottom, but now he's really making a good start to his debut race. Now up 14 in P10. You see here now, Kubo goes for a second pit stop. Right now looks like most of the drivers are really isolated in this race, it seems. Maybe except here Rosim and Kubo and Pamushas. Risking on the bottom 2 position. I really don't know what the hell is happening with them today. They're really underperforming quite hard, I would say. Rosim, after a quite decent season 8, is not really having the best of season 9 starts. Now Pamushas, he started pretty well, but now he's just going downhill since his first race in Australia. But here we got the freeway battle. Gamer Goose versus Kubo and Suicide. The Kubo is the one with the better tires here, so he might try and make the move on the Canadian. There he goes up to P10. Nice move, and then completes it around the outside. As we see here, Goose trying to come back, but doesn't seem to be possible. And then it's Suicide there in P12. Right now there's not really much happening. It's like you got Gamer getting closer now to Anti. This is the battle for second place. It's also Denimator very close, but now can Gamer go for the move on Anti? Might be very close there. Oh, he goes off the track now. Denimator might have the chance to go now for the inside line. Now there he goes, taking P4. And Nuno currently leads the way. He's not that far away actually. All of them are just very close to each other. That is quite interesting. You see now they all go off the track there on the second corner, but now Denimator managed to pass around here against Gamer, and so he's up to third. There's the Anti not that far away as well, but now Gamer is going to come back on the German. You can see Denimator lapping his own teammates in this race. As you can see now, Terminator maybe try to go for the move on Gamer now on the main straight. On turn 1 he goes. Can he make the corner there? Who? Almost he can't. As you can see now, Gamer is gonna come back on him. So things really not going easy on the race, on the last race wing. But there he goes, Gamer makes a mistake, and then he made the tail sick full advantage, but he's gonna make a mistake as well. So he just keeps on losing time against the Dutchman here. Let's see what can Mayhem driver do. There he goes, now passing him, but it's like him going to the pits either way. So there he made really lost a lot of time. And we see now Nuno is gonna leave the pits. Now in 4th place. And as you can see here, Antti now leading the way. But Terminator is certainly here to change that. As he's in a quite good position that he's already passing drivers with 1 pit stop less. As you can see now, oh, they both going to the pits! Terminator goes straight into the pits by Antti. Oh, this basically makes Nuno now make another cut of both of them. Oh, big disaster from Danny. It's the 2nd time this happens this season, when he gets struck by someone into the pits. Oh my god, what a huge controversy here. Huge drama happening around the animator. And this could rob him of another win. As you can see now, a freeway battle here. Domskar on the inside. He's gonna take P5 right now, but Rito might try and come back on him. He's certainly not bound to give him up here. As you can see now, the final corners there. And oh my god, Rito getting a little bit slowed down by wrist, was leaving the pits. But now let's see now, Rito, there he goes on the back straight. Takes P5 right now. Very crucial overtake. As in the meantime, we see here Scalo taking an amazing race here at P8. In the meantime, Sobo will do an amazing recovery, and looks like the rain is gonna help him a lot. As you can see right now, he's up to P11. So this is what he needed to make a good recovery. After being in a quite bad position quite a while ago, and in the meantime looks like he's gonna get screwed up by the rain. So he's one of the drivers speed 3 times, and then he made it as well. And this is all playing into Nuno's hands. He's now going to be racing, leading the race, and might be able to be the only driver to ever win in Le Mans. But the track was only raced once, and now he's being raced for the 2nd time. So Nuno might certainly take the 2nd win for now, as it stands. But now there he goes, and he made the straight past Santi, but it's not going to work out well. Seems like the rain is going to be ending soon. So this rain really not lasting that much. As you can see now, then Animator goes for the move on Dante. There he goes up to 2nd place. But in the meantime, we see here Domskar trying to get closer to the Polish driver. Wolf driving on the wets. Then we see Grady P7 doing a pretty solid race. But who's also doing a solid performance here? It's Kado up to P8. And then we see here Nadia on his return, not having it easy. Only P9 for now, after this amazing 3rd place in Melbourne. But in the meantime, looks like the Animator is gonna make the move on Anti now. Gamer's trying to do the same. Now for 3rd place. Looks like Anti's been struggling on this rain. But we will see what can the Finnish driver do. Looks like everyone is gonna be pitting. As you can see here, looks like the mate is really benefiting a lot for having the inters instead of the wets. So he's gonna get closer now to the race leader Nuno. We're now gonna be leaving the pits in 1st. And he's going for the soft tires. Well, then he goes for the mediums. In the meantime, looks like Anti goes for mediums as well, and Kemper going for the hards. We see now, looks like the Animator is really getting close on Nuno. There he goes to move on the outside. And now Nuno's going to try and come back. As he go now side by side with each other into the chicanes. And now Nuno's will come back on him. There he goes. Nuno on the inside line. As he goes off the track, he doesn't. So he's now up to the lead again. Oh my god, it's some really nice wheel-to-wheel battle here. But it's Nuno now leading the way. And then he's gonna try to come back maybe on the back straight and then the chicanes. No, it's like not gonna work well. So it's Nuno leading the way on this French Grand Prix here in Le Mans. There's now 16 laps to go for this race. He's really going so fast. As you can see right now, but yeah, the animator really having some struggles now passing Nuno. So Nuno now keeps the lead of the race. And it looks like he's extending the gap pretty quickly right now. Ooh, now we're gonna have some rain here. Full rain on, so it's full wet conditions. So there's no question about what tires they should pick on right now. And everyone who took the softs is certainly gonna benefit from this. You see now Nuno leaving the pits on the wets. You see some drivers getting very close to each other here, like Grundy, Nomskar and Suicide. As you can see today, since it's a place track, they're all going to be using the exact same pit box. So it's Nuno leading the way. There's not really much happening. UR15 has the fastest lap. Now the biggest battle seems to be between the LSA drivers. It's for P9. Solo looks like he has got past his teammate. So he's up to P9. He's further back, really at the bottom. We got Pemushes in last place. Really having a disastrous race. I think it will be the first time this ever happens to the Swedish driver. And then right ahead is Joshol and Urist. I see now Urist is getting lapped by Gamer. In the meantime, looks like Gamer is getting closer now to the animator for second place. Looks like Danny is really struggling on his second reign. So let's see what can the Flying Dutchman do against the German. Because you know, making a move here on the final corner, there he goes, Gamer up to second place out of nowhere. So nice move there from Gamer 15. We're not going to be lapping Razim's teammate, but now Animator's teammate, now there he goes, Animator up to second place. They both fall off at the track. Oh my god, they really messed it up, the chicane. Let's see what can they do now to come back. As Nuno now extends his lead now to up to 4 seconds. See now going through the chicanes. And both will do one more lap. Seems to be too soon to pit, so it makes sense. Nuno is also staying out. You see now lapping his teammate Goose, who's doing a solid race in P14 at the moment. In the meantime, we see here is Gamer right now in third, where he's very close to the teammate. It's a big battle here for second place. It's the top two of the championship right there, but now it's gonna be rain! Oh, the top three has pitted. A lot of drivers have pitted now. This puts Antti up to second place right now. Oh, this is quite big. Rito up to P5. I don't know, he's gonna have older tires, but doesn't matter. Antti gains a lot of position, and if the rain doesn't last long, then he might have a really good chance of a podium here. Because now Gamer and Animated will have to come back a little bit. Nuno at least still keeps the lead of the race. There is Antti in second now. You can see Gamer now up to third place. He's gonna pass Animator, as Animator is gonna mess up the final corner as well. Now Animator really losing some time here. But yeah, these suddenly shake up the grid a little bit. Feel like Kado, I think, has secured the P8 if I'm not wrong. Oh yeah, he certainly has, because Sobel has the P's, Hanadi as well. You see Kubo up there at P11. I will say some of these results really do not make any sense. Especially when you see Pemush is in last place and Rosim in P16. Okay, it's Nuno leading the way, then it's Ant in second place. There's really not much battling going on. There's Kema third, then he made the P4, then it's Rito P5, followed by Nomskar, then it's Grandi, Kado, Sobol, Fernandi, Kubo, Sulcid, then Goose 12 seconds behind, then it's Yosho. And Pemush is very close now, Rosim as well. It's a freeway battle here for P16 or P14 actually. As you can see now, Pemush is going to take the position. So Pemush is no longer in last place. As we've seen also Rosim tried to catch up to Yosho as well. They're all going very slowly there. Okay, really not much happening right now. Let's see what can Rosim now do. Maybe a move on the outside. No, he's gonna have to let Nomskar pass him. Oh, but there goes Rosim using Nomskar to pass Yosho. But Yosho is gonna try and come back. They're going free wide there with Nomskar with the lapper. Let's see now. Yeah, looks like Nomskar is gonna finally pass them. So Rosim now up to P15. But now he's gonna mess up turn 2. And he see Yosho's gonna pass him again. Yosho passes him again. And we see also Reese in last place, trying to recover. I think he's doing that, just that, taking full advantage of that battling. In the meantime, we got Gamer now getting closer to Anti for second place. The 30 meters not having the same pace as the Dutch red right now. So yeah, Gamer really showing himself as the Rainmaster right here. Let's see now, Gamer tries now the inside line. There he goes at the end of the back straight, and there he goes Gamer. This second place. He has much more grip than the Finnish driver. So there he goes up to second, but Antti still trying to come back on this, try to recover, but it's not going to be easy on those tires. So there he goes Animator up to P4. Gamer takes second place. Meantime, we also got Sobler here in P10. Now trying to pass his teammates. Oh, he goes off the track. So he's down to P10. And looks like some drivers now going out to the pits. But those other drivers who have stayed out will benefited from the rain coming back. So Anti's gonna give up third place. He's gonna be down to P4. Looks like some drivers really went to the pits again. I don't know why they're doing that. But it's Nuno now leading the way 5 seconds, and now Danny Mate is coming back on Gamer again. Looks like he's found his pace once again. Let's see what can the German do against the Dutchman. Should be a nice fight for second place until the end of the race. You can see how much separated the drivers are from each other. Apart from maybe these two, and also Rito and Nomskar will be in a big battle for quite a while, but Nomskar going to the pits now. Ooh, Noms waiting for the interest until the end of the race for only 2 laps. So I'm not really sure if that's really worth it. In the meantime, Nuno is going to be making the final lap of the race. Since the second race came in, Nuno has been leading the way, and since then Antti pushed Danny Mater to the pits. But here we go, Nuno has been dominating since then. On the potential final race here in Le Mans, it's the place where he took his first win, and he's going to be the same place he's going to take his maybe last win. And there he goes, Nuno wins the race in Le Mans, he wins the French Grand Prix, and now Gamer is going to take second from Danny Mater. There he goes, Gamer up to second place. Danny Mater is still going to keep his podium streak this season. 4th podium in a row. And he's going to take P4 after going for a very late pit stop. And then it's Rito's going to take P5. Nomskar on his comeback is going to take only P6. And then he also got Grandi with the solid result today in P7. And then after Grandi is going to be Kado finishing P8, Dennis Hernandez in Sobel completing the top 10. Because in the meantime we got Skubo, it's an amazing debut race already in the top 12, or in the top 11 I guess in P11. As then you got Susan in P12, also an amazing race for him, second race, and he's really pulling some banging performances there. And we got Goose in P14, then Rosim only P14 today, really disastrous of a race. Also for Reese Pemush and Pemushes, and then Josh on his debut race gonna finish in P17. Right, so this was today's race here, Le Mans. Next round is gonna be in Greece. It's track based by Kado, so see you there.